This is on. Light is there. No light. Om Rogana Sheshan Apahamsi Tushta Rushta Tukaman Sakulan Avishtan Tvam Asritanang na Vipatnaranam Tvam Asritahi Asrayatang Prayanti Vishveswaritvam Paripashi Vishwam Vishwatmika Dharasiti Vishwam Vishveshu Bandhya Bhavati Bhavanti Vishwasrayaje Toi Bhakti Namraha Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. O Mother, when pleased, you destroy all illness and disease. But when wrathful, you frustrate all the desires longed for. No calamity befalls one who take refuge in you. They are verily glorified in the world and become a source of refuge to all who have sought refuge in you in their life. O Queen of the universe, you protect the universe. As the self of the universe, you support it. You are the goddess worthy to be adored by the Lord of the universe. Those who bow down in devotion to you, they themselves become the refuge of the universe. Om, peace, peace, peace be unto us all. So today, this is the month. Last month was also Mother Durga Puja. Now this month we are facing our puja for Mother Kali, and next Mother Saraswati, Sarada Saraswati. So it is the Mother's period going on to remember Mother in different ways. So today we have taken up the subject that we'll think about the philosophy of Kali worship. Why people worship Kali, and what is the philosophy behind this special worship of Kali, the mother. Kali as the mother of the universe. There is a song mystic poet Ram Prasad sang, that who knows who is Mother Kali? If the 6 systems of philosophy are discussing to understand what is the real nature of Mother Kali, they fail to assess it. And Mother Kali, she is in the crown of the head, in 1000-petal lotus, and also in the bottom of the plexus, in the lotus. Mother plays in different planes of the lotuses. It is a lotus lake. In the lotus lake, the Mother Kali swims from one to the other, to the other, to the other. That is her play, that's her fun. And yogis try to meditate this Mother in the lotus of their chakras. So this is very famous song Ramakrishna used to sing. Who knows what is Mother Kali? Ke jane Kali kemon sharo darshane na paye darshan. Ke jane Kali kemon. Kalip Muladhare Sahasrare Sada Yogi Kore Manan. Muladhare, in the lower level of the plexus, in the lotus, and from there, Sahasrara, to the crown of the head, 1,000-petal lotus. Mother is playing from one plane to the other plane and other plane to the other. It is her play going on. And the yogis try to meditate on this mother. And all the time to contemplate on the Divine Mother, and mother is just playing this fun. And this is Atmanamer Atma Kali. Ma Kali is the self of the self. And it is as justifiable, understandable, like that of Omkara in the Vedanta. And this mother resides in each heart, in the lotus of the heart of all, as she wishes. And in her womb is this entire universe, this whole cosmos, this grand entire universe is in the, she creates, it comes out of her own personality. And how big, who will measure? This whole, if we look at the stars and galaxies, it is all coming out of her own personality. This is the manifestation of that mother. So how one can understand, who can assess that, who can measure that? Only Mahakal, the great time, who is called Lord Shiva, who is eternal, who is Brahman. Mahakal, the absolute Brahman. Mahakal Jenechen Kalir Marma. Only Shiva, the Lord Shiva, who is the absolute calmness and serenity, where there is no reaction, there is no manifestation. Manifestation is mother. But in that reality of absolute consciousness, that Mahakal, only Mahakal Shiva can understand the greatness and glory of the mother. Oh no, who else can know anything of it? And that's why the Prasad, the Ram Prasad, is saying all this philosophy of mother. Mother is playing in this planes of the consciousness of different chakras, from the lower to the highest, and it is her play, her fun, and he is creating this whole universe, the absolute, the infinite, the limitless. And to assess that, no one can do that excepting Lord Shiva, the time, timeless time, the absolute. So Prasad is trying to express these ideas, and listening to that, people are laughing. What crazy guy talking all these nonsense things? But as if I am trying to swim and cross the ocean of unknowable what is Mother's divine glory. I understand that. Ram Prasad says, I understand that. She cannot be conceived, she cannot be understood, she cannot be realized in the sense we understand objects, because she is the absolute, infinite, limitless. She cannot be done. But still, I understand intellectually, but my heart leans to understand and experience and feel her divine glory. So that is my, and as if it is an attempt, foolish attempt, to catch the moon, being a dwarf guy, trying to catch the moon in his hands. That which is impossible, that impossible thought of not understanding, not capable of grasping anything. Even the Lord Shiva cannot measure it. What I, an ordinary sadhaka, can get it. So I am overwhelmed with that, but I cannot stop. Resistless, I move on. So this is the philosophy. In one sense, Ram Prasad wanted to announce before us what is the philosophy of Mother Kali, and why Mother Kali is worshipped, because she is so vast. She is everywhere. It is every creation is her. So it is to be, she is the only one to be adored. Your gods and goddesses, you say, it is all Mother creates. Gods and goddesses, the stars, the galaxies, the material object, even human, subhuman, to whatever creation we find, gods, angels, even Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, they are all created by Mother. Because absolute Brahman does not do anything. So that is the truth. And to understand that, I am just trying to love her, feel her like our earthly mother. So that's why it is very difficult task to, and Swami Vivekananda, in a beautiful poem he has written, Mother Kali, that also he has expressed in Amba Stotram, we chant morning time. There also we find that it's very difficult to understand this glory, humanly impossible to grasp anything of that. So to call on God, that is the worshipping of Mother, as Mother is the most characteristic feature of this Hindu practices. Sri Ramakrishna has shown in his own life that to adore God in this way is the best suited for this age. To glory, to understand the divine as Mother, and to love and to respect and to see her in every being is the purest form of spiritual practice in the modern age, as suggested by Sri Ramakrishna. Ram Prasad, Kamalakant and others also have inspired Bengal with this doctrine of devotion to Divine Mother. This Devi, and we find in the glory manifested in the Devi Mahatma, what we call Chandi. We all chant, here we try to chant every Saturday morning, as also we try to complete the whole Chandi, not the whole Chandi, but the prayers of this. So we find in the Devi Mahatma, it describes the march of human soul to realization of the freedom. That is very important. This play, what is shown in the Devi Mahatma, it is a soul's journey to get to the freedom, from bondage, ignorance to the freedom. So we find that this Devi Mahatma describes to us an epic as a march of human soul, because it is a dramatic aspect of the great worship of the Divine Mother, and that is been depicted there. It is a part of the Markandeya Purana that has 13 chapters and 3 sections, Devi Mahatma. And that has been the 3 parts: first character, second character, middle character, and the final one. So first character, it is included in the Rig Veda, second character is in Yajur Veda, and the last one in Sama Veda. So it has and the Chando is Gayatri, and the other is the Ushnik, and the last is Anushtup. So these are all how it is related, these stories of this great character of Divine Mother and the episodes. What is this? It is a march of the soul towards freedom in 3 grades of levels, 3 levels, major steps. We have to rise from one step to the another step to the another step. That is the call here. That's why these 3 steps have been mentioned. First is called Mahakali, second is called Mahalakshmi, and the third one is Mahasaraswati. The same Mahakali is worshipped in 3 levels. So you have to rise through these various rungs of ladder of evolution. We come to the 3 points and halting places, we may call them, where there is a complete transformation of outlook, attitude, and constitution of our whole being. Our personality, our tamasa personality, the rajasa personality, the sattvika personality, and to transcend that. That's the goal. So the human, as if this Markandeya Purana, which depicts in the 3 segments, of it, there is this human life's transformation into spiritual entity, and to lead one from the bondage to the freedom, absolute freedom. These threefold transformations of the soul This is the soul for yearning of freedom. And these threefold transformations are dominated or presided over by the three deities, as if three stages you move through, worshipping Mother Kali, Mahakali, called Great Mother, Mahalakshmi, and Mahasaraswati. So three presiding forces are represented by the potential power of the spirit within, manifesting themselves in the upward ascent to the ultimate freedom. So this is the thing to understand, that these are not mere chanting, these are not imagination, but this is the worship of the Absolute, and how to transcend from one, in one jump one cannot go to realize the highest truth. But this is the way we can meditate, going to these three stages, and then we'll see that what they say. When we travel in these highways, we walk alone, isolated. But in spiritual journey, we merge together with these divine forces. In spiritual journey, when we go, we take Mother as our help. Mother helps us. It becomes quicker, it becomes easier, it becomes softer and sweeter. Vedantic way of looking at that, if you always think, what is this? I am Atman, I am Brahman, that's true. But you are alone. You have to make a journey alone. That I am infinite, I am birthless, I am deathless, you say. But they say one type of sadhana, nothing wrong, nothing criticizing, not comparing anything, but it is your lone journey. You have to stand alone. But here, when you go through this worship of Mother, then you get some assistance, as if there is somebody behind you to help you to go from one ladder point to the another's ascent. So when we march together with these divine forces, the subtle guiding and helping forces of the divine Devi, and we, as we go on with our baggage of our past samskaras and karmas and our old thoughts, ruts, we move on and on. When we are helpless, then great help comes from this Divine Mother. Three stages of transformations. So, Mother, the same Mother, acts in three roles. Adi Shakti, Mahakali, that Mother form of Kali, which we will worship, of course, soon. 20th of this month we have our Kali Puja night. And our niche does Kali Puja almost. Our Kali Mandir, there is Kali Ma's Puja is going on. This is all going on to awaken our consciousness from tamas to rajas to sattva. So in this Mahakala, Adi Shakti Mahakali, what it did, we see in the stuti and the prayer of Brahma. Say demons are destroying the peace of people. So to awaken Brahma, Narayana is lying down and he needs to protect. And then Vishnu Karnot Bhavam, Malam. Mala means impurity. Mala means dirt. Mala means what is the ignorance. And there came two asuras. So that asuras are Madhu and Kaitava. So in us, Madhu and Kaitava are there. Tamas, darkness, low character, low nature, ignorance. Lust, greed, kama, krodha, lobha, maha, desires, angers, greed, attachment. These are the mala, the dirt, because it covers our consciousness. As if painting a glass with coal tar. Just so deep and dark, no light comes out. It's all negativity, all vulgarity or meanness, unkindness. So that we worship Mother Kali, then Mahakali in the form of Mahakali. That's a gross bondage. That's why It is the one aspect. In Chandi, divided into 3 segments. The first segment is the Adi Shakti Mahakali. And Mahakali, as I described now just, Mahakali appears to destroy the demon. What is the demon in us? The demon in us is as Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha. Lust, Krodha, anger. When it is not satisfied, we become angry. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, greed. The whole world, look at that, it is greed. Madha, Matsurya, pride, arrogance, haughtiness. No? All these are the representative of Madhu and Kaitava. There's 2 demons as if playing. 2, no, many demons in this form, just making us totally forgetful about our glory, forgetful about who we are, and to enjoy life. We become enjoyed in the world. So this is the first part. We worship Mother Kali. When one becomes by praying and worshipping Mother, Mother destroys these 2 demons, then faces another problem. It's a physical, it is a very gross. First one is very gross bondage. I like to eat, I like to possess, I like to have it. Me, for me. I can be brutal to anyone for my own personal interest, no? So there needs a Mother Kali appearance and to destroy with the sword and all these things. When it is done, you think that you are done. No, you are not done. Your problem comes now, internal problem. Oh my God, desires. You try to avoid the external, you try to do that, and then starts the internal struggle. So therefore the second one, the same Shakti as Mahalakshmi destroys and comes finer, subtler obstacles, that's the big shape of Shakti, which is distracting forces, tossing the mind every moment, and mind changes in millions of forms. That's why here the Mahalakshmi is the form where cuts the head, and Rakta Bija, and then it is simply, it is given the example that one drop of blood falls, another demon is created. Significance is that one desire you try to destroy, another desire comes up. You stop another desire comes up. It is not external, but it is going on internal. Spiritual sadhakas, all the spiritual people feel this problem. First of all, they think, okay, I have given up this thing, good. Oh, given up. See? And then you sit for meditation, then you see what you have given up. What you have given up, it is much more powerful. It is, you are thinking, when it was in your hand, near your hand, you could have tasted one time Rasagulla, ice cream. But when you give up Rasagulla, this you talk to then you see, think of Rasagulla more and more. It is a diabetic patient, no? Major example for the diabetic patient. Don't take anything which is unhealthy, and you say, yes, I've given up, I don't take it. But you don't take it, and now Mahalakshmi is necessary. One desire is bringing thousands of desires. Another, and another, and another. That's why mother has to take everything, drink everything. Chinnamasta, the violent form. I am not going to that detail, but point is that giving, the second part is, first part is gross. Gross giving up is difficult, and in his mother's grace, true. But giving up gross is nothing. You have to work harder when it comes to the subtler level. Subtler desire to give up is much troublesome. It takes away your sleep. It takes away all your energy. Or the mind is distracted and so lost into this turmoil of this confusion and inside the mind. So the second stage is the big shape of Shakti. First is the Avarana Shakti. It is covering the wisdom and knowledge. That's the mala. And the dust and dirt. And the dust and dirt is to be thrown away, to be, by the help of mother, if you can be successful and make it that it is possible, then you reach the second stage, which is you have to take help of Mahalakshmi. And there we find that comes finer, subtler obstacles, tossing the minds every moment. Mind changes, then Mahishasura, then elephant, then buffalo, bull, Rakta Bija. So one after another, you kill one, another grows, another you kill the Mahishasura, elephant comes, then buffalo comes, bull comes, Rakta Bija comes. So it is endless. Many people say, when I was not spiritual, I didn't think all these things. Now I have become spiritual and I see so many things. Why it is coming? I have become better, but I am not better, I am bad now. This is to be understood. There is the mother is showing us what is inside our package. In a baggage, we have much baggage in our hidden baggage that they then start fighting. That's why internal struggle starts much deeper, and that's why then they say you cut off one or two desires, millions of desires will come up, and the Kali's tongue then spreads and devours everything. That's the worship of Ma Kali in the form of Mahalakshmi. So this is the significance, philosophy behind the worship. Why we need to worship? Because we cannot handle all these things. That's why even the greatest souls, spiritual souls say, without Mother's grace, you cannot get out of this trouble of life. Sri Ramakrishna used to teach that, that's why Hindi says, mother, mother, mother. And this power, this support is necessary. That's why even when Belur Math, the puja worship was over, and then the brahmachari who did perform the puja and came and saluted Swami Brahmananda, and who was there with Swami Sarvadevananda, or somebody was there, and he thought that, so they said, go and ask Mother whether she is pleased with our puja. So he was confused to see to where to go. But ultimately he went to Mother and understood mother's worship is being done by her grace, the only ignorance can be obliterated. So this is very important. Without the grace, even Shankaracharya says, Moksha dwaro kapato pato nakari. O Mother, you are the breaker of this door which blocks us from wisdom and knowledge, no? Mother's grace. Brahma Gyan depends on Mother's grace. You do your best, but last trace is grace, and that is Mother's grace is necessary. Very, very important point in spiritual life. So those who are Mother worshippers, they start from beginning, this process. They know that external desires are there, external obstacles are there. That's why they worship Mother. And the whole Chandi takes us from one level to one ladder to the another step to another step. The first step is Mahakali, and second step in the Chandi is mentioned as Mahalakshmi, and that is a Vikshepa Shakti, that is the distracting forces, which is inside this covering aspect and the distracting aspect. Now, after doing this worship, if one overcomes this Rajasic idea, then he will have to go to the third stage. And that third stage is Maha Saraswati. And she destroys Shumma and Nishumma. Gross but subtle forces are destroyed. But the subtler force is the ignorance, ajnana, avidya. First is tamas, then is rajas, then is sattva, no? But sattva to overcome. So that's why third stage is Maha Saraswati. She destroys Shumbha and Nishumbha, gross and subtle forces. They are destroyed, and that means the remains only ajnana. And then that is sattva. That's why that is the state we feel in our deep sleep state every day. Waking state, dream state, sleep state. And in sleep state, we go to meet God, but there is a level of ignorance. That's why we feel joy, but we say we do not know anything. So here you can parallelly draw the line here in this worship, that the third stage is the avidya, last stage of avidya in the sattva covering. And Ramakrishna says that's also a thief. Tamas is bad, Rajas is better, Sattva is much better. But Sattva is also a thief. Remember the story of Sri Ramakrishna. A man was going into the forest and lost his track, and highway robbers came and tried to beat him and kill him. And some of the other friends, Tamas said, kill him, beat him, and take away everything. So our spirituality, everything, take away, and beat him, kill him, and make him dead here. So like a dead, we live in the world like that. And then Rajas dacoit came. He said, no, why brother, why to kill him? Their mother, Mahalakshmi comes. Mother, okay, Baba, so it is a good boy. Okay, we have taken away his other things, but let us tie him in the tree, and he will be bound here and cannot go anywhere. Then Sattva quality dacoit came. He said, okay, we have taken away everything. Why the poor guy will die here? So better to untie that. And not only untied, he took the path to the broad daylight road, showing that that is your home, go home, your own abode, Satchidananda home. No? That is Sattva quality. Mahasaraswati, that's why Mahasaraswati is always giver of wisdom, giver of knowledge, all are giving knowledge in different levels. The same power working in 3 levels. So here the Sattva quality, and then what happens? Then the individual soul gets freedom from all bondage. Tamas is gone, Rajas has left. And the Sattva quality, what was holding? Lastly, then the Sattva quality dacoit was requested by the individual, hey, now come to my abode, Satchidananda abode. But no, I cannot go there. I am a dacoit after all. I may be a good person, but good dacoit, bad, worst, but I am good. But still I cannot go there because that is the zone of freedom. So that's why it stops this sadhaka and the complacency and satisfaction where it comes sattva quality in our spiritual life also. That's also another point to overcome that. Ignorance of what is beyond 2 aspects of represented by Shumbha and Nisumbha, they are to be dispelled by the power of Mahasaraswati. So these are the purpose of our philosophy of Kali worship. Means why do we worship Kali? Because Kali has 3 forms. Mahakali, Mahalakshmi, Mahasaraswati. That's why when you chant the Bhagavad Devi Mahatma, we chant the prayer portion of those 3. So here to destroy the demonic nature. Now, if we find that fourth stage is the victory, day of victory. That's why when you do the Visarjan, all the Mahakali Puja is done, then you put Ma into the water of your heart. And then you are totally free because she has come back to yourself in her real divine form. And no bondage, no trouble can give any trouble. Neither it can be covering your knowledge, neither it can destroy your more desires to increase, and neither sattvika quality, even complacency, goodness, holiness, people get stuck there. When you are praised by many people, you think you are very good. That how many days you are praised, people will remember. Suppose you are a great person in the world and people adores you, and millions of people are adoring you. But what? What million? The world is so big, million is nothing there. Even if you say 1 billion is nothing, there is much more is there. So it is then freed from all bondage and it becomes established, and mother comes into, that's the success, that's called Bijoy. Bijoy means it is a conquering the life struggles. So mother worship leads ultimately to this freedom. So this is the little bit of the understanding about this worship, that through the worship of Kali, Lakshmi and Saraswati, we worship actually Mula Prakriti. We call Adi Shakti, the fundamental Shakti, the power, in her cosmic dancing form. It is this play is going on. It is her mother's play is going on. It's cosmic dance. All this creation, sustenance, destruction is a continuous plan going on in her own whims for the fun. It's transformation, prosperity and illumination. To 3 stages we have to cross it. And first stage is hardship. Austerity is very much important for starting the spiritual journey, because you have to handle with the gross things. We are familiar with our gross attachments. To get out of that, to worship Mother, to turn the eyes from that direction to Mother, that needs hardship, austerity, and rubbing and cleaning of the mind and washing every time. It is the first stage. The destruction of the barriers, external barriers. Now second comes power. With that power, when mind is not attracted to the external much, then you focus on the internal. So comes the power, you get what you want. By removing the tamas, the barrier, one becomes then internally, spiritually prosperous. Lakshmi. In the worldly sense, Lakshmi is wealth. And in spiritual sense, spiritual wealth. Spiritual treasure, you get it. And even you can, seems like you can go to prosper, to go to heavenly abode and stay on. And knowledge then dawns. Even with that, this is also a bondage. Then he comes to Mother Saraswati. That is the prosperity and enlightenment. So this is one way of thinking. Let us look this same philosophy through Sri Ramakrishna's eyes. Sri Ramakrishna says in the Gospel, the Jnanis who adhere to non-dualistic philosophy of Vedanta, it is Ramakrishna, say that the acts of creation, preservation and destruction, the universe itself and its all living beings, are the manifestations of Shakti, the divine power. So Jnanis, those who have realized the truth, Ramakrishna says, who are adhering to the non-dualistic philosophy of Vedanta, they say the creation, sustenance and destruction, this universe itself has come out, and it's all the living beings we see, they are what? Brahman cannot do anything. They say it is Shakti. They say the divine power, Shakti. It is the Vedantic understanding that this whole universe is only this manifestation. A manifestation of what? Of Shakti. And Vedanta will say, this Shakti, they realize, if you reason it out, you will realize that all these are illusory as dream. Now Vedantic way of analysis, I see the world, but is it real? No. Yes and no. Yes, I see it now, it's yes. And no. Why? I go to dream, this world vanishes, that is not. I go to sleep, this world non-existing. So it is not real. Vedanta says it is the Shakti manifested, but is this true? It is not. Then what is true? They says, Brahman alone is the reality, and all else is unreal. Even this very Shakti is unsubstantial like a dream. So when you go to Samadhi, where is your Shakti? If one goes into spiritual practice and transcending the three we have just discussed, even in Vedantic way one thinks, then if you go from layer to layer to layer and go beyond, then where is this creation? Who is the creator? You are not there, As you do not remain anymore, you, the personality, I, the small I, gets merged into the bigger I, the cosmic I, then if it's that gone, where is world? Who is created? What is Shakti? What is problem? What is not problem? There is no two. Only one absolute remains, one without a second we talk about that. So that is the Vedantic way. But though you reason all your life, unless you are established in Samadhi, you cannot go beyond the jurisdiction of Shakti. Now comes the problem. Ramakrishna puts this problem before us. You know, if you go to the transcendental state, beyond waking, dreaming and deep sleep state, then what will happen? There is no world. Even in deep sleep, where is this world? Where is heaven? Where is hell? Where is good? Where is bad? Where is male? Where is female? Where is gender? Where is the sun? Where is moon? In the deep sleep state, everything is dissolved into that oneness, no? We do not only, we are there, but we are not there. We are there because we say, I have experienced good sleep. I don't know anything. This much we know. That I know that I do not know. So there is something, but that unknown thing. But spiritual realization with the worship of Ma Kali and Lakshmi and Saraswati, or in Vedantic way, if you try again and again, this world does not exist, and we have to transcend that. But you cannot say that so long you are in the body. So long you are carrying this body, you cannot say anything. You go beyond the body, okay, there is no creation, nothing. So this Vedantic idea of Brahman, one without a second, is only you can have it in Samadhi. Ramakrishna said, but though you reason, we can reason all the life, no? This world, the awakened state, is a dream. We may say that. But you look at me with a frowning face. Frowning face is real. Huh? How could you talk to me like that? How you look at me like that? Huh? So, see, so I say it is all Maya. But Maya, you cannot say Maya because you are in it. So unless you are in Samadhi, yes, you are in Samadhi, then no problem. Because no one someone kicks you, someone puts a garland, and who is telling you are not there at all. But so long you have the body identity. Though there you are under Shakti, so you will have to practice Shakti Upasana. Understand the point? Yes. That's why Ramakrishna order makes a balance of that. Vedantic truth, absolute truth, but practice of the Shakti. It is all manifestation of Mother. Whatever is doing, I am doing serving to Mother. And by that moment, this tamasic aspect of the Mother, not tamasic, it is not, Mother is not tamasic, but Mother becomes angry like that to show, that is called tamasic. And rajasic sometimes, sattvic sometimes. As a mother, no, sweet mother, think of the mother. Mother in good mood, and baby is good, and everyone is happy, and mother is very smiling. That's the sattvika mood, no? Mother is little, hey, why? And that's the rajasic mood, Mahalakshmi. And then virulent, hey, with a sword in hand. That is the tamasic. We were saying tamasic, but the same one person behaves three ways for the good of the child. So we have to worship Mother Adi Shakti, Adda Shakti. There is no way out. You are trapped into this journey of life, and we must have to cross it by her grace only. And she is not gracious to us. She is gracious, but we are not gracious. We don't look at her. We forget her, and we get enmeshed into the world of outside world of temporary existence, and there we get lost into that. So, but though, Ramakrishna said, but though you reason all of your life, unless you are established in Samadhi, You cannot go beyond the jurisdiction of the Shakti. We are all under Shakti. Even when you say, I am meditating, or you say, I am contemplating, still you are moving in the realm of Shakti within its power. So we are under the power, under the control of Divine Mother. Only if you are in Samadhi, you are escaped. Thus Brahman and Shakti. Now, so what is then Shakti? Shakti is another something other than Brahman? Well, no. Thus Brahman and Shakti are identical. Shakti and Brahman are not two. If you accept the one, you must have to accept the other. You and your music talent. It is hidden now. But can it be separated like this book? Okay, put it here, in my music talent here, and I am here. Can you do that? No. It is a part of your whole constitution. So the Brahman and the Shakti sometimes manifest and does not sometime. When does not, it is called the Brahman state. And when it manifests, it is this in universe and every creation comes. And then where from it comes? It comes from Brahman itself. It is the power of Brahman. So Ramakrishna said, that is the distinction between your, what you call the so-called Sankara Vedanta and other ideal. It's an outlook only different. But in practice, everyone does the same thing. Shankaracharya practiced so many mother worshipping. How many beautiful poems he has composed, who full of devotion and love, no? So it is only mother, but they have to accept. But for logical conclusion, for making a, what you call the philosophy of it, he has to put some commentaries in a particular way. So if you see that it is like the fire and the power to burn. As you cannot separate out the fire and you cannot separate out the heat. Fire is one place and heat in another place. You cannot do that. So fire means light and heat, both are together. So similarly, Brahman and Shakti, they always live together. But when sometimes manifested, that is called the world of duality, creation, and Shakti, within the domain of Shakti, and with that, if you see the fire, you must recognize its power to burn also. You cannot think of fire without its power to burn, nor can you think of the power to burn without the fire. You cannot conceive of the sun's rays without the sun, nor can you conceive the sun without its rays. He is giving us some examples, Ramakrishna, that we understand that Shakti and Shaktiman are not too different. Shakti, the power, and who holds that Shakti, they cannot be separated. So they mean similarly, Brahman and its power to manifest as this whole universe, and destruction, creation, sustenance, all this play, you cannot separate out. It is the one and the same. The primordial power is ever at play. The primordial Shakti, which is hidden, is always playing. And this playful mood is this whole creation. That's why in the creation it is coming and going all the time. It is not that this world is created once upon a time. That's the difference, Vedantic thinking. It is recurring. Every time creation comes, sustenance happens, and destruction. That's why in Mother, three aspects are very prominent in Mother worship also. You will see Mother Kali's, the creation aspect, sees all love and compassion, see the face of the mother beaming with joy and blessings and benediction. And then at the same time, full of blessings and benediction for the child. At the same time, sword and other things. This contradiction is our life's contradiction. We only want to get something good. Impossible to get good. As you see good, there will be bad. You want to be bad only. You are wrong. You will have to accept the good also. Good and bad go simultaneously, side by one following the other. It is our wrong attempt. The world will be one day all good. Don't believe that philosophy. It will not be then creation. Creation means variation. Creation means good, bad, all. And as the producers create these films, all the people are sitting there, meditative, goody people. So will you go to see that movie? Who is going? Tell me. No, you want variation. Someone will be stabbing someone will be someone will come with a gun to protect. So all this diversity makes a movie. So this word movie, Mother has created. And it should be good and bad. And it is no anger, no frustration there. It is just for fun. As the producers are producing so many films with so many characters. It is not that for any anger or frustration or anything. Just creativity. We call it creativity of the producer. So similarly, the Mother, the Divine, the producer of entire cosmos, in her own role, she plays this way, plays that way. It's for fun. It is she has become all. It is the Brahman who took this different from by the Shakti, the infinite ocean, Pacific Ocean thing, calm and serene. That's Brahman. And now think ripples and waves and forms and poems and fights and loving, embracing. One wave comes and loves together. One fights together, smashes together. All this fun going on. It is only the play of the Shakti which is potent in the ocean. So similarly, Ramakrishna says, Kali is verily Brahman and Brahman is verily Kali. This primordial power is ever at play. She is creating, preserving and destroying in play. It is no seriousness, is nothing there. It's just fun. He wants to play and playing. And this play is, you may say, we are suffering. Why you enter into this team? When the play goes on, say 40 people to act in the film, no? So why you become one of the 40? There are many people without. They are not trapped into the play. That means they are Brahmogyanis, no? So he says, this power is called Kali. Kali is verily Brahman. Brahman is verily Kali. It is one and the same reality. When you think of it as inactive, when you think of Mother Kali as inactive, that is to say, not engaged in action of creation, preservation, and destruction, then we call it Brahman. But when it engages in these activities, then we call it Kali or Shakti. The reality is one and the same, difference in the name and form. So I think this is our philosophy of, I cannot say this is all. It takes whole life, 1 life, 2 life, 5 life, 10 lives to understand what is Mother Kali. But this is great understanding at least that there is not two. And this is very important in our life. Shakti Puja is very important. Worshipping of Mother is very, very important because how much you go, Swami Vivekananda says, as far as you move, so long as you go riding on your chariot of your intellect, you see this is the same range of the world and worldliness which changes and transforms every moment. So go beyond that. And to go beyond, you try your best. We should try to worship Mother, to remove the external obstacle, then the internal troubles of innumerable thoughts and waves of ripples of coming in the heart. That should be stopped. And then going to be Sattvika nature, calm and complacent in meditation. You are becoming more indrawn and indrawn. Don't be complacent there. Give up that also. Take the help of Mother to transcend and to reach that plane beyond these 3 ranges. Then absolute oneness will come. And then when you come back, what will happen? A transformed world. The world which was all vicious, which was full of suffering and pain, which was so much disharmony, injustice. What is going on today? What is going on tomorrow? What happened with Hitler? With what happened with Mussolini? What happened with this? Okay, these are all fun. Mother playing. That's a different perspective. We cannot say that. If we say it will be a lie, and not only lie, it is a misinterpretation. A coward is foolish, idiotic. Because we are in this level, the pin pricks here and I cry, and I say, oh, it is all Maya. No. Unless you go to that range and come back, you are a transformed personality. That's why we talked about transformation is the spiritual life. And Mother's prayer and other things leads us to that transformation. Thank you. Few announcements. We will have Karma Yoga next Saturday, 11th, because afterwards will be Karma Yoga as we do. Please join us 9:15 to noon, and next week will be the Kali Puja will be here on Monday, the 28th. Please mark it. You can come. We start our worship here with the image 10 p.m. we start, and it goes up to 3:30, whatever. And then Kali immersion, Mother Kali's, we take the Mother to the ocean and we make our immersion there. But boat is very limited. As we tried to get a bigger boat to accommodate everyone. But like last year, that boat is available, no other bigger boat is available. So it is mostly 60 people maybe they allow us. So we'll send you the MailChimp and with the reservation, you sign your name, first come, first serve. Now it will be put your name and join us. That is on 25th, Kali Immersion and Newport Beach. The reservation required because the number they will not allow us. And please come in time then, 9:30 is the Kali immersion. So we'll have to be at least 9 o'clock before that. And third one is, so Kali Puja 20th, 25th is our Newport boat Kali immersion, and 11th is the Karma Yoga. And this coming Sunday, 12th, Swami Sarvadevananda will be speaking on the topic, the ideal. Sarvadevananda, many of you know, he is now in Santa Barbara staying, and he will be coming to speak. Thank you all. Yeah. So next 11th I am talking about that is before it is the Kali Puja day. So naturally we will have to clean the puja kitchen very nicely, and also the flower, where they will make the flower preparation, that place. So please come join us, as many as you can. Thank you all. Oh, that we forget always. Today is our Swami Vivekananda's home. We go in South Pasadena. At 4 o'clock we go, reach there, and then we have a little worship and bhajan and meditation. Then we come down and then have some little reading on Swami Vivekananda, when he stayed in the house and gave so many talks around, very inspirational to read them. So please join us today on around 4 o'clock there, not here, 309 Monterey Road. Or you can write South Pasadena, Swami Vivekananda House, Pasadena. GPS will tell us. Thank you. Jai Ma. So you please come today. After this, have some tea or snacks and come. We can have some question answer session in the living room.